So a little bit of an introduction to the Cold War. After the end of the Second World War, the greatest threat that USA saw was the danger of communism. It was a kind of a fight between these two ideological, economical systems. Remember, communism and capitalism, they are economic systems, totally opposite. And of course, the Russian Revolution in 1917, followed by the communists taking power in China, led to the Americans becoming concerned about the spread of communism across the world. There were heaps of plans from Russia's point of view to dominate Europe, and they actually materialized later on. And the world, the entire world, obviously, with a group of countries tied to their communist beliefs. And this posed a real challenge to American economic, political, and ideological interests. The horror stories of imprisonments, labor camps, and a crackdown on personal freedom went against the American way of life, the so-called American dream. The spread of communism was also kind of starting to threaten American interests. For example, Cuba was always seen as an American interest, providing kind of an economic market as well as power and influence for American politicians. Castro's communists threatened this. More worrying was that President Kennedy was worried by the opportunities presented to Russia by Cuba in terms of a possible military strike at the USA. And that was particularly frightening, and that was actually the main discussion during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Also, the conflict in Vietnam presented a challenge to the American influence. The fall of Korea to communism in 1948 and the fall of China into communism in 1949 had led to a real concern that Asia would be engulfed, hence the domino theory we're going to talk about in the next lessons. So for all these reasons, the USA wanted to stop this growth of world communist power base and was willing to go to war to prevent it.